Hello, my name is Meena Patel and I'm a first-year student at Brooklyn Law School.
And my name is Shivani, and I'm a junior at Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute. My sister and I are grateful for the opportunity today to present a critical and evolving problem in our society and the app we are developing to target the issue. As first-generation children of Indian immigrants to the United States, we chose the Sanskrit word Asha, which translates to hope and the purpose of life. Our parents raised us with a dream that we experience a future filled with opportunity. We were inspired to title this app Asha because it's our personal commitment to instill that same hope into children who dream of a better future and just need a helping hand to move forward. Simply put, Asha is an app connecting professionals, including doctors, lawyers, and teachers, to government agencies and refugee organizations to streamline access to resources for unaccompanied migrant children. It will provide children with educational resources, medical help, and legal assistance. Professionals who are committed to providing crucial help will be matched with case officers handling each individual child's case.
We begin with visuals depicting the inhumane, tragic nature of the current situation. As this is a time-sensitive issue, the purpose of this proposal is to bring attention to legal issues surrounding unaccompanied migrant children crossing the southwest U.S. border and how our app will alleviate pressures on refugee services and government agencies to improve child welfare in shelters. Due to two major hurricanes last year, the COVID-19 pandemic, and a perceived relaxation of enforcement, the number of children arriving alone at the southwest border has risen to more than 5,700 children in the past week alone. The U.S. plans to open an overflow facility where up to 2,000 children will receive educational, medical, mental health, and recreational services until they're unified with families or sponsors. Beds are limited in the Health and Human Services run facilities where children may stay from 34 days up to a whole year. Case officers try to place children ranging from 6 to 17 years old with a sponsor once in the care of the HSS, and during this time, legal, medical, and educational access is crucial.
The current process from the time the child arrives in the U.S. to placing the child with a relative or sponsor is the focus of our app. After the child arrives, they are transferred to Border Patrol. Next, the child is sent to HHS facilities and remains there until a sponsor is identified on a case-by-case basis. Asha's target is to reduce pressures on facilities while alleviating the heavy caseload on managers. The app aims for three major solutions. The first, function, where Asha matches professionals to the immigrant's needs. The next, aid, by using an internal database of all professionals and children, the app helps the child receive the necessary resources. Lastly, Asha will alleviate psychological trauma children face in the facilities, support their education, and provide legal assistance to their assigned case managers. So who is this app being marketed towards? We plan for it to be used by doctors, lawyers, and teachers. On the other end are government agencies and refugee services.
Due to government regulations and accessing facilities and COVID-19 restrictions, receiving necessary aid can prove difficult. However, Asha aims to bring a modern approach to the challenge of seeking humanitarian efforts to maintain child welfare. The app is simplistic in design because its purpose is ultimately to serve as an aid. However, it can be expanded to include other types of professionals and organizations as the need for resources increases. As case officers assist the children, the app's instantaneous nature of connection brings the solution directly into the hands of the user.
In this simplistic blueprint of Asha, we present visuals of the app in action. The user establishes an account. From there, the professional or the case officer will be taken to the individual landing page where a set of questions will be asked of them as seen on the screen. The case officer will have complete access to the child's account as well. Before the connection occurs, all questions must be answered that are specified to each user's role. After this data is stored in Asha, the matching algorithm works by analyzing the keywords in each of the submitted answers. If the match is not precise, the case officer can then use the advanced search option to select from the database of professionals with verified profiles who are already signed into Asha. After being matched, the users have options to connect within the app itself to set up a virtual video, conference call, or direct message for more information about aid.
The 3-in-1 feature provides instant access to resources, easing the burden on case officers, especially since COVID-19 spikes cause difficulties in having face-to-face interactions. In the future, as this app currently focuses on children crossing the US-Mexico border, we see opportunities to expand features to help young children fleeing from countries of crisis like Syria, Burma, or Somalia. We can also offer potential benefits to professionals that offer aid through the app to incentivize further volunteer services. As the app progresses, a software developer will be necessary to establish a matching algorithm and execute further technical components. The major threat we've identified is time sensitivity and the exasperation of legal issues due to the current system in place.
To visualize this app in action, the following scenario details how Asha will realistically improve a child's life. Say Maya, an 8-year-old, arrives at the US-Mexico border and is taken to Border Patrol facilities. After initial health screening, she is sent to an HHS facility in Texas, where John is assigned to be her case manager. He works to find her a sponsor, but it's taking time. Meanwhile, Maya's education suffers. Teachers at the facilities are overwhelmed. Language barriers may be an issue, or there's simply a lack of resources to help Maya with what she needs. John uses Asha to match with Miss Brown, a teacher in New York who's committed to educational equity. She's already gathered information about Maya from the database in the app to gain an understanding of her educational level. Miss Brown utilizes the video web calling feature to meet with Maya virtually. She can now work with the case manager to access the facility to help Maya.
Asha presents itself as a hybrid between a nonprofit and a for-profit. Therefore, funding will be sought from charitable organizations and other philanthropic foundations. Our primary focus will be on using funding to adhere to confidentiality and government regulations for legal issues and security within the app, while building the team through hiring and conducting user testing. We will ensure that the business and legal aspects of the app are built on a strong foundation and marketed on social media such as LinkedIn and other professional websites.
We look forward to using the funding to further develop Asha to affect real change in the lives of these child immigrants. We thank you for joining us on this journey and appreciate your time and consideration.